I think because we were involved in the process the whole way along, we kind of took the attitude that we were preparing the place for the new owners, and we'd come to a point in ourselves where we were ready to hand it over. And by making the house as nice as we could for the new owners, we actually felt we were gifting it to them. We were going to put a really good feeling into it, and that's something that sits well with me. So that just being involved, we were able to put a little bit of ourselves in to say goodbye to the house and make it welcoming to the new owners. Because he did things differently. He didn't do it just the same old, he did it differently. And with our house was not the same as the other houses in the neighbourhood. So he had to have a bit of innovation and look at what the positives were about our house and what were the differences, and then he celebrated the differences. Darren's level of communication is spot on. When we had other things to do that he didn't really need to be on our back all the time, he just left it be. But whenever we needed to talk to him, he was just always responsive. But the other thing is he just made that he would keep in touch regularly. It wasn't pushing, but it was just always letting us know that he was available. And he also kept us informed of anything that was changing, anything that was happening. So he just kept the right amount of communication, I guess. Yeah, Darren sells the houses quite quickly, and we'd had the house previously on the market for a year and nothing had happened. But this one, we sold it on the third open, which was basically day 8 after the first open. And we don't have any worries that, maybe at another time, or if we'd waited longer, that it might have achieved a better price. Because the marketing was so full on and sort of like a blanket coverage in the beginning, we know that everybody who was interested in the house at the time came. So if anybody was interested in that property, they came. And it was presented to them in the very best light that it could be presented. So we know that we feel confident that we got the very best price that could be achieved. If I want to do anything with property from now on, and we've got other property and different thoughts about things, but if there's anything that I want to do with property from now on, Darren is my go-to man. I'm not going to ask, I'm not looking ever for anybody else to do it. I will go to Darren first, and if anybody wants to do something with property, whether it's selling or value adding or whatever it is that they want to do with a property, ask Darren to have a look at it, because it's good to get his eyes to have a look over a deal. So he stuck with me as a client forever.